seatbelts.
Yeah, I'll catch myself like reaching back.
I'm like, what
the other one all the time.
I like that. It's cool.
Well, they didn't care about safety back then.
No airbags?
No, no airbags. And you can tell too from the exterior, like all the sharp edges.
Right.
Like, no, like on the outside, like with the new pedestrian safety stuff like that. This car could not be made today, which is why cars look so much better back then than they do now.
Yeah, I don't think they can make them as low as my car now. The hood?
No.
What's the body made out of? Steel?
Yeah, steel. American iron. Nice truck.
Bro, I love the feeling of being here, dude.
Yeah, it takes you back.
Like, both me and you can't see this on video, but both me and you have our arms out the window.
Yeah, that's one of like the craziest things too, is the gap between where the seat is to the door is like nothing at all. Which is another like thing that they could not do today because they need somewhat space. So
there's so much room in here too. Like, wow.
Yeah, in the front.
I love the space.
There's a lot of birds, bro. Oh shit.
Someone died.
Something definitely died. Well, you know what they call a group of crows, right?
Something died, right?
No, like it's literally called a murder.
Really?
Yeah, like that's just what you call it.
A group of crows, damn.
It's called a murder, yeah. And this is the horn too, right here. These things, so if you push it down.
That's so
yeah,
cool.
It's not right here, yeah. It's just the weird things. No, yeah, it's just the weird things like that take you back.
I really like the little yellowish tint you got right here going, the little hue.
Yeah, so that's a factory, I think, at least. Somebody in the comments will correct me if I'm wrong, I'm sure. But I believe, so you know how on modern cars, like those little dots?
Yeah.
I believe that's that, like,
oh, okay.
that version of that.
And now, was it yellow when it came to factory, do you know? Or
The
did
car?
It over time, the yellowish little...
Oh, yeah, I don't know. I think it was. Like I said, I think that was like the shading for it, like the modern car one. But again, I could be completely wrong. Somebody in the comments will correct me, I'm sure. Somebody behind a keyboard in their mom's basement will correct me.
Well, I know a lot of people that really love this car and maybe had this car back in the day will definitely watch this video. And if you guys are, definitely comment down below. What was your favorite thing about owning this type of car?
Yeah.
Any funny stories, any cool stories? Definitely share with us. We'd
Yeah,
love to read it.
I think that's one of the favorite things about this car for me is just getting to talk to people about it. Because again, imagine taking us back in time. Imagine being somebody who owned this car.
Exactly.
It's got to be even more of a time machine for them.
And like one day, I'm pretty sure, maybe 50 years from now, 40 years from now, we're gonna be watching videos of our car, like my S2000 right now, or maybe your GTI or your R, and you're gonna comment down below some of your stories you've had with it.
Exactly. I remember when I blew mine up.
I remember when I put Japanese wheels on my German car.
You know, people actually don't seem to hate that too much.
They look nice. It looks so nice.
They don't look bad. Because remember when we did our, oh, I don't know if we were filming or not, but when we did the video on my GTI, that there's like a group of older air-cooled Volkswagens, and that guy who was driving by was like, I like it, man, it's not too immature or something like that. So, you know, I think the older generation doesn't hate cars unless it's like bagged completely on the floor, scraping and straight piped.
I prefer function over.
Yeah, and I mean, don't get me wrong, I'd love to have bags on my car. I'm just talking about what I think the older generation prefers. Because they're looking at it like, oh, I could never even get in that car. Like, my dad has trouble getting into my car right now. I couldn't imagine how hard he would have a time of getting in it if it was bagged.
One thing I noticed with this car is when we're driving around, I look at everyone's expression. They're all
Everybody's looking at it.
Pointing.
Everybody's looking at it.
I saw a kid on his scooter right now just playing in his driveway. He pointed at us and waved at us.
Everybody does, man.
Love that. Because everyone knows what a Mustang is. Everyone in the world.
Everybody knows what a Mustang is, man. Everybody. That's funny. The guy who I was talking to at the gas station before we linked up was telling me that his first car was this. It was a '66 Mustang. And when he sold it, he ended up like trying to track it down, and he came across a news article from Germany, and somebody had taken it and turned it into a rally car in Germany.
Wow.
Yeah, so I still got to look at the videos, but he said if I just went on Google and looked up '66 Mustang rally car, it should come right up. It's him, the new owner, it's him, and his son is his co-driver for rallies. Yeah.
That's what's cool too, you know, like, you never know, like, if you buy a car, you don't know what life it had before you, and you don't know what life it's gonna have after you.
No way. And that's, I always look up my 2010 Mustang just to see if some kid owns it now and has wrapped it around a tree.
Still doing good?
I don't know. I haven't seen anything ever since the original ad from when I bought it, so I hope that means it's doing good, because I'd kind of be upset if somebody just put it into a tree.
That's funny too, huh? You don't have any business with that car anymore, but you still care for it.
Oh, of course I care for it. I mean, it'll always be my first Mustang, for sure. My first V8 car. It was a lot of firsts. It was my first Mustang, my first V8 car, my first rear-wheel drive car. The first car that I actually picked, it wasn't, because my first car was...
It wasn't a hand-me-down.
Yeah, exactly. My first car was my dad's 95 Camry. And I mean, I drove that thing to the ground, but it had like 350,000 miles on it by the time I let it go. So...
Now for this car right here that we're driving, what are the specific trim levels? Like, what trim level is this?
So, I know this... God, I'm gonna get eaten up in the comments for sure. I don't know the for sure trim level on it. All I know is that this has it's called the Pony package. So, the seats have the horses on it. It's got a little bit more features like air conditioning.
I'm sure someone will...
And then the dash also goes all the way back compared to normally it would stop right here and then go just be carpeting. But again, yeah, somebody in the comments will...
Please let us know.
Let me know for sure. I'm not a historian. I'm just an enthusiast, if that makes sense. But I'm sure, like I said, somebody in their mom's basement right now, you're not a true enthusiast if you don't know the specific trim. Well, and then to that I say, where's your Mustang, sir?
Where's your Mustang, sir? Oh, dude.
Or ma'am. Could very well be a girl. dog do that ever. I don't trust it. I just realized, Mark, I wonder if they're looking at us because of the car or the GoPro strapped to my forehead.
The car.
Okay, we'll go with the car. Okay.
Wow, I even just noticed there's one rear view mirror, side mirror.
Yeah. So, again, they didn't require 2 mirrors.
That's so crazy.
Yeah. It was just the one mirror
I
that was...
require 2, like I need to know what's on my right side, but I guess...
Well, now it's legal, like you have to... Or actually, no, I don't think that's true. The smell, man. There's nothing better than a 4-barrel cammed V8, man.
You know what? That smell. I never smelled it in a, I only review like newer cars.
Yeah. Is that Taycan?
That's the same one from me?
I think so. I'll take them.
By the way, we're in Mexico.
What's the retail on one of those?
Get haters too that don't have Mustang.
I was already calling a local car dealership to try to find one, man. See, like that guy over there, he's upset right now because he bought a Chevy instead. He also still has his Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer nose on his car.
A lot of red accents on it.
Got a little bit of red there. There he goes. Does that say corn-fed on the license plate for him? A little ethanol 4-cylinder.
I just saw yellow S2000. I think it was beautiful.
Racing yellow or whatever the color's called. Come on, bud. Just Range Rover owners, and I think they can just stop in the middle of the intersection. But I think I like this too because obviously like we have the premium sound system for this car, but it's this type of car. It's good to just drive it. Like I don't need music or anything. I could just drive it.